Right, this exercise is going along with the key signatures. We're going to be in the key of C because there's no sharps or flats. Now it's talking about major scale formula here and minor scale formula. Of course, with the major scale, it's got that do, re, mi, that solfege that we're familiar with, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Then we have the minor scale makeup as well down here. So for right now, the major scale, this is in the key of C, and here's the formula. So from the first note to the second note, it's a whole step, meaning you have C, C sharp, D, so it's a whole step. 3 half steps is a whole step, and then 2 half steps is a half step. So going from E to F, that's a half step. So C to D, so you have C, C sharp, D, that's a whole step. D, D sharp, E, that's a whole step. What is another whole step? You have F, F sharp, G, that's a whole step. Then you have B to C, which is a half step, and then E to F, which is a half step. So when you see the half step, it's either going to be the F, E, or the B, C. And then you have, of course, that's just within the key of C. Alright, so we've got C to D, which is a whole step. D to E is a whole step. Then E to F is a half step because there's no E sharp. You go E to F just like on the keyboard. It goes. You got the 2 white keys next to each other. And F to G is a whole step. G to A is a whole step. A to B is a whole step, and then B to C is a half step. And so this sounds like this. You have D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So it's got that do, re, mi sound to it. So now the minor scale, this is going to be the A minor scale, which is the relative, if I'm saying it right, relative minor to the C major scale. So if you start on A and play all the natural notes, you're going to get a sad sound. C, the key is C, or the major scale is a happy sound. And the minor scale is a sad sound, because that third right there, that should be a C sharp in the key of A, but it's not. It's flattened a half, so it gives it that sad sound, because the third determines whether the note or the scale is major or minor. So since this is in the key of C, you have 3 sharps. You have F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp in the key of C, or in the key of A. But right now in the key in A minor, that C is flattened to C natural. It's not C sharp, it's C natural. So it's going to get that sad sound. So just like when you play an A minor chord, sad. So if you play A major chord, happy, sad, happy. Alright, so playing these notes here, we have even here you can hear it sound sad. If it was in an A major, it'd be that's really happier. Sad. Happy. Alright, so and then again the A minor is so you just have A, B, C, D, E, F, G back to A. And then in the major scale, the relative minor is the 6, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is A. Then going from here, you have from A to B, you have whole step. B to C, you have half step. C to D, you have whole step. D to E, you have whole step. E to F, you have half step. F to G, you have whole step. G to A, you have whole step. So if you started right here and played, then you get the A minor scale. But if you start here and you play, then you get the C major scale. So the major, or the relative minor, is the 6 of the major, and then on the minor, the relative major is the 3rd. So 1, 2, 3. So this is C. So you start here, you're going to get your C major scale. You start here you're going to get your A minor scale. All right, this is getting good too. I'm loving it.